because I have like the craziest week up ahead. I feel like I have so many things to do this week, next week, that I'm already like drained thinking about it. So today is Monday and I have so much to do because we have like a last minute like in-person client visit. So I'm gonna be traveling to the West Coast to meet my client for the first time. And it's pretty like last minute, I would say. Like, we have maybe 2 weeks to prepare for this. So, really, I found out about it last week that we're going over. So, I'm going to fly out on Sunday. But before that, on Saturday, I have my pop up. And I feel like this is crazy because none of these things were supposed to happen when they're supposed to happen. I think that was certain was me going to DC to visit some friends. And then the market that I'm going to this Saturday, it was supposed to be this past Saturday, but because there's like a severance event today, I think, or yesterday, they decided to push it to the following weekend, which is this Saturday. So I feel like it's like so rushed where I'm like, I'm getting ready for a pop up and then I'm also getting ready for a work trip. This is my first one actually where I'm like flying and I'm actually contributing because I feel like I've been on business trips before, but I'm not like the main person of like contact. So I feel like this is my first big girl business trip and I'm excited. But again, I just like wish all this stuff wasn't happening all at the same time because I fly on Sunday, I fly out like midday Wednesday, but then I get home at like midnight, I think, or I land at midnight. So I'm probably gonna be like getting back home way later than that. And then I have Thursday to rest. And then on Friday, I'm driving over. So it's gonna be a busy week. I'm gonna be in DC until Sunday. So we'll probably get home Sunday night and then back to work. So, you probably won't see me this whole week. I'm probably gonna give you an update on Friday because I feel like I have so much like of my full-time job stuff to do just to like prepare for this. So I'll see you guys on Friday. Okay, it's now Friday and now we have one more day until the pop-up and before all the craziness happens. I am so stressed out just because I feel like I procrastinated so much on just everything. But luckily for my small business, all I really have to do is like make some stickers because I did get a couple orders like this week. So I don't want to take the inventory that I was going to bring with me to the pop-up. So I'm just going to make some to send over. And then I made a lot of magnets this week. So I'm going to make some backing cards for that. So I'm just printing that out soon. And then for my full-time job, I have like a whole presentation to do. I don't know, I waited till like last minute to do it. I feel so overwhelmed between like my two different lives right now. If it was just my small business or if it was just my full-time, like I would not be feeling this way, but I feel like these are two big events that I have to like complete and it's just getting a lot. But for my pop-up, I do feel like I am pretty prepared. I got my stickers prepared like earlier this week. And then all I really, again, have to do is a few stickers and the backing cards. And then I have to like count my inventory to make sure that I have a good chunk of everything. I should have a good chunk of everything. I know like I have to restock on a couple of things just because I remember when I like shipped out different orders, like I had to like restock. So I'm mentally making a list of things. I should probably write this down and be a little bit more organized, but I feel like I can remember the stuff that I have to restock. But yeah, so right now I'm going to have things printed while I'm working on like my presentation and like the deck and everything and preparing for my presentation next week. Okay, so it is like 7 p.m. now on a freaking Friday, and I just finished my full time job, which honestly never happens. I think the last time I stayed this late working with like a full time job is like 2 jobs ago when I was working for like a Fortune 500 company. I was fresh out of college and I was like, I need to work hard and improve myself and everyone was also like super competitive at that company. So ever since then, I feel like I haven't worked past like 5 o'clock. In fact, I try to leave early. But with this, I feel like I wanted to do a good job because I actually care about the brand that I'm working with. And I don't know, like, I don't do this often again. So I was like, fine, I'll make an exception. But it was just like at a really bad time because I do have a pop up tomorrow morning. So I have a lot to do. I wish this was like next week or my pop up was next week instead of this week. But the timing was just really off. But I'm done with my full time job for the day. Also, I didn't really want to work tomorrow because of the pop up. And then I also can't work on Sunday because I'll be flying early in the morning. I might do like some touch ups when I get to wherever I'm going. But things are due on Monday and I don't want to rush it. So that's why I'm like staying up this late for this job. But while I was working, I did have a bunch of stuff printed out, like my labels or like just extra stickers and like backing cards. So I think I'm just gonna put them in my Silhouette Cameo and have them cut, which I feel like is the easiest thing that I'll be doing today, besides like counting my inventory. But I think we're in a good place. I'm going to eat dinner and then I'll come back and do everything. I'll pack for tomorrow. Um, and then the pop up is tomorrow, so I have to wake up early. I probably will work out a little bit and then go at like 10 because I'm supposed to be there before 11, but really before 10:30 because that's when like we're allowed to go and like start unpacking. And I usually like going a little bit earlier anyway because I don't want to rush. And plus, this is the type of place where like people are walking around constantly. So the earlier you're there, the earlier you're able to sell, even if like the starting time didn't technically start. So I like to take advantage of that. But, anyways, I'm going to cut everything, going to count my inventory, I'm going to pack and then load things in the car. And yeah, go team. The day is almost over, thank God. Okay, so we are almost done. We have put the magnets in their backing cards. I'm just gonna put them in their boxes so that it doesn't like break when I am traveling to the market. And then I think I'm all done. I think I just have to pack everything now and I should be good. It's like, let me see. It's like 8:30 now. So I still have some time to like pack everything, put in the car, and still have time to like read my book and maybe relax. But this has been quite a day. I don't know why, like every time I do a market, I feel like I'm ahead like during the week. But then the day before, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have a million things to do. But I think it's also because I had a lot to do like at my full-time job. I didn't have too much time to dedicate to preparing for this market. But again, we're almost done. Okay, I feel like I can't start a market without some matcha. And I got a new tin. I'm excited to try this one out. Ooh, it looks so green. I like drinking matcha because it's like super clean and I don't feel like I get bloated. And I especially don't want to feel bloated like when I'm in the market where I'm like just sitting there for a few hours and I don't want to like have to run to the bathroom. So it's like such an easy little drink and I love matcha. So I feel like this is always a treat because I never have the time to like actually make it like this. So I like to save it for like market days or like just the weekends in general. Also, I'm super excited to be using these new cups that I got. I saw them from like one of my favorite YouTubers and I was like, oh my god, where did she get that? And I think she linked it and it was like from a different creator, but it's like a orange sippy cup situation and it's so cute. I got this one as well, but she's like known for her fruit ones. I actually wanted to get the grapefruit one, but it sold out like in a few minutes and it was like in my cart and then it sold out. So I ended up getting the orange one. There was also lemon, lime, and then like a bunch of other designs. But she doesn't like drop them a lot because it does take time to make these. And I get it, like you don't want to burn yourself out, but I actually waited like months to get this. So I'm so excited to finally use it and it's gonna be with my matcha. it's gonna be. There's a lot of people here, and they're all just kind of walking around. I feel like everyone was here for like severance, and I was talking to the other vendors, and we were all saying how it wasn't this packed last year, but this year, because of the show, like there's a lot more people walking around, which is nice. But it's also still kind of slow because I just started too. So there's a lot of kids walking around, a lot of parents just browsing, a lot of like people out of town coming in to like walk around and check the place out. It's actually like a really cool place. 'Cause last year there weren't a lot of shops around, but this time around there's a lot more food spots, a lot more shopping available. So I'm excited for the rest of the day. There's still 4 more hours. It just started like 6 minutes ago. So hopefully I make some sales today, because I feel like I haven't done this in like a month. So I feel a little out of it. Like I don't remember my pricing sometimes. I really like remember like how to do markets. Hi, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. What brings you guys to Bellworks today?
Nothing. I saw that there was like this event. So
Yeah.
I wanted to come and see.
It's a good day to come.
Yeah.
Good rainy day to come in. But anyways, I'm an artist, so I designed everything here on this table.
These are so cute. I'm obsessed with them.
Thanks. Is there anything that speaks to you?
The stickers for sure. They're
For
so
sure.
cute. These are cute too.
Hi, how's it going?
How are you?
I'm good. Yes, I'm an artist and I designed everything here.
I've seen your work on Instagram.
Oh, really?
I was like,
Oh my gosh.
I'm so excited to see it in person.
Out of curiosity, how did you like find my handle? Because I'm always curious.
So I didn't get to go to the last one of the Asbury Park Fresh events, and I was
Gotcha.
like, "Who's going?" And I was
Yeah.
like, I saw the pictures, and I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
my goodness!" And then also,
Amazing.
like a week later, someone in my Discord posted
Yeah.
the stickers they got. I think it was this one.
Oh my gosh.
I got 3 stickers. If that's okay.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna do day 2. It's okay if I just take them.
Yeah, feel free to touch anything.
Thank you. Day 2, no crying. Oh, this is a problem. Alright, I'm gonna take these 2 if that's okay.
Okay, perfect. There's gonna be $5. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Of course, you as well.
Oh my god, that's so cute. You don't want one? Can I do 3 stickers?
Yeah, of
please?
course. Perfect. Love
Thank
them.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
Hi, how's it going? Good. Yes, I'm an artist and I designed everything here. What brings you guys to Bellworks today?
We heard about the food market.
Okay, that's awesome.
We're
Yeah,
in the area.
it's a good rainy day activity for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
It's super gloomy lately.
Yeah, I know. This whole weekend.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's inspired by my wiener dog. He's not here today, but he usually is. Yes, I feel like I sold a lot of stickers today. I feel like a lot of people bought that and like greeting cards more so than like the pins, which is totally fine because I feel like my pins are kind of like a hit or miss in this crowd. I usually do better like in the city with my pins and my keychains, but today someone actually bought like a mystery bag which has like a pin and a keychain, which I feel like I never sell, so I was thoroughly surprised. But yeah, I think like in the future I definitely want to sell more blind boxes, and I do have them in the pipeline, in the works. Like I have the keychains ready and everything. It's just more so me making the boxes. So I feel like I'll have them ready by like the next pop-up or the next market, I'm super excited about that. But I think the crowd is starting to pick up a little bit, and a lot of kids, a lot of Severance fans, which is good business for me. Like, I just started watching it just so that I can talk about it while I'm just got back from the market, and it was really good. Like, I think the 4 or 5 hours flew by. It was from 12 to 4. I swear it felt so quick. Usually I feel like it kind of drags a little bit because I think it's like pretty quick, and then it peaks, and then towards like 4 o'clock it gets so slow for the last hour. But this one, it was like crowded the whole time. I think it's because of two things. Like, one, it was kind of rainy. And so actually, I thought like a lot of people wouldn't go because it was raining, but it was the opposite. A lot of parents specifically wanted to find like some rainy activity for their kids. So they decided that they were going to go to this event and just shop around and get the kids out of the house. And then two, it happened last month when I went to, but I feel like this time was a lot more like crowded and more chaotic. But because of the show Severance, this was where the show was filmed. And the week prior, they had some like Severance event there. So I feel like it brought a lot more people to come this weekend to like just check the place out and see where everything was filmed. So it really worked in my benefit, to be honest. And I like cannot believe that I started coming here last year, and like I've been pretty consistent with coming here, where like I have a very good relationship with the vendor coordinators and like also the other vendors as well, that now like it's gotten to the point where like I'm just like regular now. Every single month that they have markets on Saturdays, and it's just so nice to see like a market grow so much because a show was filmed there, and a popular one at that. So it's nice. I feel like it's like, oh, this little business, the people who run the event, like they're seeing the fruition of their hard work. I feel like I sold a lot of magnets, which was nice because I did spend all week making new magnets because I ran out, and a lot of people love like my hot dog magnet because I have like a wiener dog, and I always mention that like this is inspired by my dog, and because of that they're like, I need that for my fridge or my locker or wherever they're going to stick it on. So I sold a lot of magnets, which was nice. And then just a bunch of stickers. I feel like I didn't do much with like pins or keychains this time around. It was mostly like just again magnets, stickers, some greeting cards, and that made a bulk of my sales. I don't think I made a lot more than like I usually do at this place. I feel like I've been pretty consistent with making a certain amount, so I'm happy that I at least hit that mark. But I like can't wait for the summer now to like come around because I feel like it's gonna get like a lot more crowded than it was today. Like today was so rainy, it was so gloomy. Like I'm just surprised people came out, so I can't even imagine what it's gonna look like in a summer season. But yeah, now that I'm done with my market, I have to do a few things. I wanted to get some content prepared before I leave for my trip because I know I'm not gonna have like any time to film anything or like make any reels or TikToks or whatever. So I'm gonna try and like do some now. I did film some stuff while at the market. So I should have that content like ready, but I'm thinking that I'm probably gonna edit it like while on the plane or when I'm there. So that's like ready to post next week when I'm gone. Also, I have to pack. I haven't packed yet. And as a type A planner, I feel really behind because I'm leaving literally in like 12 hours. So I have to pack everything, make sure I have everything, making sure I have like my work laptop. I think that's like my biggest fear, like going all the way and then like, oh, I forgot the one thing that I need. So gotta make sure of that. I have to make a list. And so yeah, I'm gonna leave and pack. So it's like 5 in the morning now. I woke up at 4, and surprisingly I'm not like too tired. I feel kind of awake, but I'm sure like once I land, I'll probably crash out. But I'm now at the airport waiting for my flight. I have like an hour left, maybe less, till boarding, which is pretty nice because I feel like I get here like way too early, and then I have to wait like a few hours before boarding, which is like a drag. But I already ate some stuff at home. I think I'm good with not having airport food, but hopefully the flight goes well and nothing goes wrong, because you know, with planes these days, like, you never know. But hopefully I got on a good one. So I'll see you guys on the other side. Okay, so I made it. It is actually now the second day. I just went to the gym. I had some breakfast, and it's actually like just so nice to not have to like think about cooking or anything, and you just kind of wake up, do your thing. And now I'm just gonna be working from the hotel for the day, and then tomorrow is my big presentation. So yeah, I feel like I have a lot to catch up on. I really wanted to like figure out if I could like go out and do something potentially, but actually there's not much to do in this area. It's really just mountains and that's it. So I feel like I'm not really, really missing out on anything. I've been here before, but just like on the west side where there was a lot of hiking, and I really enjoyed that. I definitely want to come back just for those hiking spots. But here on the east side, there's really not much to do. I feel like there's only one thing that I want to do, but it's also like an hour and a half away. So I don't know if I want to like Uber an hour and a half away just for one thing and then like potentially not be able to get a ride back. And that'll be like kind of embarrassing. So I'm not going to do that. I think I'm just going to come back next time and like rent a car or something. But spirits are high. I feel like I got a good sleep. I got a good workout in. The plane ride was not bad. Even though it was only like a few hours, it felt really long, but I got to finish my book. And I was reading Just for the Summer by, I think her name is Abby Jimenez. I might be butchering her name there, but it's so good. I feel like I haven't read a good book in a while where I'm like, I have to get to the next page, I have to get to the next chapter. But this one really kept me on my toes. It's one of those books where you're like cheesing the whole time and like kicking your feet because it's so like cheesy, but like I love that kind of like romance. So I feel like this is my new favorite author of the year, and I might read all of her books. I might even consider like buying her books because I've been on a no book buy for about a year now, because for one, I don't have enough shelf space in my house to like put books in, but two, I was just like, I need to stop buying things in general. So that's why I like cut down on books and like just went to the library and like used Libby. But even with Libby, it's taking me like months to read something because it just takes forever to get it. And like I'm reading a series, I'm not even interested in that series anymore because it's been a year and I haven't even finished it because it's taking me forever to get those books. So I'm really considering buying books again, or like books that I know I'm gonna love the author's style and everything, and I really like this one, so I'm considering buying a book from her. But after the plane ride, all I really did was I kind of rested. We walked around a little bit, but it's kind of weird being here and walking because we're not in the city anymore where it's like so walkable. Like we walked across like basically a highway to get food. And it was so embarrassing. I felt so awkward doing that. But like we don't have a car. We're Ubering everywhere. And it's like, are we gonna Uber across the street to get food? So we're not gonna do that anymore. And we're just gonna Uber Eats everything to the hotel because that was just too embarrassing for us. But I edited like a vlog after lunch and then I took a nap, and that was probably the best day of my life. So now I actually have to do work because it's Monday now and I have a lot to catch up on at work. But I also want to like get a lot done for my small business too. So hopefully I'll have time like after work, but I think we're having like a team dinner and everything. So we'll see. I'm not going to prioritize my small business at the moment because I don't have like anything pressing that I want to do or like get done. I just like want to do it, but I might not have the time to do that. So we'll see. It's like midday right now. I just finished lunch and I'm lethargic. I feel like I just did not get anything done, to be honest. I did a lot of work, but it was all like work that was not related to what I actually need to get done, because I feel like I've just been productively procrastinating because I am working, but it's on like other stuff that is not pertaining to what I need for tomorrow. It's like 1 right now, so you know, I only have so much time before like I am done for the day. So I got some tea downstairs because there's no hot water in my room, or like I can't make it, and they put it like in a Starbucks cup. And yeah, I have a big cup of Earl Grey just like waiting for me to be sipped on, and so that I can like wake up and really grind. But I also feel like I was procrastinating because I was like working on a reel that I wanted to get out. I was gonna do it on the plane, but then like it didn't happen. So now, yeah, I just did. I mean, everything was filmed. It was just like a quick edit, but it was more so like getting the music right and then like the sections right and everything. So yeah, that took me like, I mean, it took me like 15 minutes maybe less. But I felt like I was procrastinating a lot just doing that instead of my actual work. So now I'm procrastinating even more because I'm talking to you guys. But I also felt like I need a break because I just had lunch and it was only for like a few minutes. And now I'm back in my desk working. So I really needed to just like not think about this deck that I have to finish. So yeah, I guess let me get back into it. I'll see you guys later. Okay, so this is the outfit. I feel like it's usually my go-to when it comes to like presentations or like anything professional, just because it's like a little fancy but a little bit like workwear that's not like too fancy. I'm also like dying. I couldn't really sleep last night because I think I was a little nervous, but also I was working a little bit late to finalize everything. So I think I got like 5 hours of sleep, maybe, more or less. I'm really just awake from adrenaline, but yeah, it's almost over. Gotta get through this day and then tomorrow, and then I'm going home. Okay, so I'm back from my work trip. I feel rejuvenated from like a day off and just a lot of sleep. So I feel like I didn't really film a lot during like the latter half of the trip because one, I was just so busy. I feel like every day I was kind of like sleeping pretty late, and by late I mean like past 10 o'clock. because the first night that we were there, like the day before the presentation where we're like meeting with the clients and everything, I stayed up probably like midnight, maybe past midnight, just to finish everything, know what I'm going to say for each slide, and just be like overall prepared. And then the second and third day, we were in the office the whole time, so I didn't really want to like film, obviously, like me being there. And plus, like, we didn't really do much besides like talk business and everything, which was really cool because it's so strange to like meet your clients for the first time in person. And like, I'm pretty short, so everyone's taller than me, but I'm always like shocked by like everyone's height when you meet them in person. So yeah, that was an experience in itself. And then after that first day with the clients, we had dinner with them. That was the first night of like the 2-3 days that we were there where like we actually slept at a reasonable time, which was like I think like 10:30, 11. And then the next day I basically had a half day. I was there till like maybe 1 o'clock, and then I went to the airport. I like rushed to it too because I feel like I just finished like the last presentation, and then I like ran to get an Uber and then to the airport, which is like 30 minutes away, and then I just made it to my gate in time, only to have it like delayed. We were on the plane already, but there was just some like issue that they were like, we're gonna fix this, and it took them like about 30 to an hour. So I'm like, well, I could have left a little later had I known this was an issue. I think they already like closed the door and everything, so like I wouldn't have been able to get on. But this was not a direct flight, it was connecting, because for some reason there wasn't like a direct flight, but there was a direct flight going there. So I basically got home at like midnight, like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, I don't remember. But I basically passed out when I got home, and I woke up this morning at like 9:30, which I've never woken up this late before since like college probably. I'm usually an early bird. I wake up at like 7, if not earlier, just to like do things. So this was quite a day. But I have nothing to do for the rest of the day. I kind of took off a little bit. Just kidding. I'm like still answering emails and everything, answering my teammates and everything, but I'm not doing anything like super heavy because I literally feel brain dead. I have no capacity to like even work on anything. And I feel like this month, like now it's kind of like towards the end of April now, and I feel like I haven't worked a lot on my small business. I feel like it's one of those months where it's like I'm working 70% on my full-time job and then like 30% with my small business. Like I think this is like going to be my second video up, which is crazy because I've been pretty good and consistent with doing like weekly videos for like forever now. But yeah, this month was just a little too crazy. But tomorrow I'm going to be going to DC to see a few friends. Actually, a lot of friends of mine like just moved down there. Like we all were in the city or like in Jersey City for a long time, but a lot of people decided to move down there. So now I feel like I frequent DC often just to like visit everyone. I think I've like said it in like a previous video, but I feel like at this point, like I need to spend a week down there just to like see everybody because a weekend is just not enough.